Happy Wednesday, everybody. Today is May 3, 2023, and this is Daily Stock Market Analysis. If you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button. And if you're making money and would like to thank you, please donate. There's a PayPal link in my description. All right, so again, it's today market is today was FOMC day, and market is basically doing exactly what I predicted. So you can see this small cycle here, the green cycle here. Now I told you guys yesterday it's very important to hold this previous low, which is around 4066. This is MES chart, and we're still above that. Okay, you can see this cycle is right in the middle, so there is still a little bit more time left. Okay, so there could be a little bit more dump, so it could be a flat to a dump, and we are looking for a bounce from this. Okay, it's very important to hold this low. Now it depends on is this the low, or we're gonna get an equal low or a lower low. Okay, if we get an equal low or a higher low, basically tomorrow also could be a flat day, or we might be already done with the dump. So depending on the type of low we get, if we get a higher low, okay, which means if we get a higher low above this previous low, I'm expecting a pump. You can see this yellow cycle. I'm expecting a pump towards previous all-time high, or maybe slightly above it. Okay, before the dump, real dump here. Okay, now in case we get a lower low compared to previous low, then I think the pump will be a bit lower than previous lows. Okay, so anyhow, regardless, I am expecting a pump, and we'll see depending on how it goes. We will see if it's going to be a higher high or a lower high. Okay, so everything is as it is. Looking for another bounce before dump. So looks like Apple earnings is tomorrow. Okay, so let's quickly look at Apple chart, and here's Apple. Okay, this is Apple's daily chart. You can see Apple's daily chart. Now it's below this bearish rising wedge, this purple line. It's now slightly below it. It undercut it. Okay, but it's not an impulsive breakdown. Okay, so what can happen tomorrow, it can, after earnings, they can try to pop it above this. Maybe they will fill this gap of 171. Okay, tomorrow it can pop up, fill this gap, okay, from here, and then we're gonna get a dump. So so that's possible. If that happens, I think SPX is gonna bounce. All right, so that's what my primary scenario is. So I'm looking for that initial bounce. Okay, now it depends on when this cycle low comes. For this small cycle, it's towards making a bottom process right now. All right, and today FOMC, they decided to increase by 0.5 basis point, which is priced in. The only thing that changed is they said they're going to wait for market data to make further decisions. So they're not saying they're going to hold. They're just saying they're going to be data dependent. So I think market is just fooling around. This is priced in. So we all know that Fed cannot tight too much. So I think this is going to be good buying the dip opportunity, and then looking for another pump from here. Okay. Another thing to know, you can see this bounce of 6% rotation. Now it's going down. You can see you can see here 3% rotation, 3% rotation, 3% rotation. So it's possible we can go 0.5 lower as well. So around 20 points lower. So looking at ES mini, it closed at 4107. We can go to like 20 points lower, 4080. So if you go to 4080, we're going to be still higher than this. So maybe tomorrow we're going to have like a little bit more dump, and that will still be fine before a pump high. Okay, so if you get 3% rotation, we can go as low as 4015 here. Okay, so that will be a neutral zone, and then we can get another pump here. All right, so that's what I'm expecting. We'll see how it goes. All right, so also let me go back to this chart. Also, this is another chart which is kind of another this is like a day trading chart. Okay, so here you can see price is now below yellow line. It's now below red line. Every time price is below red line, we look to buy. Okay, so this is a perfect time to buy E-mini. Okay, you can see how nicely it goes. Every time it's near red line, top line, we sell. Every time it's below red line, we buy. Okay, and repeat. Okay, so now price is below red line, so this is a good time to buy E-mini for a bounce. All right. Okay, now this is all taken care of. Let's go to VIX. VIX is bouncing. VIX daily chart. We can see now it's I told you guys this is a zone to buy. So there's a still time left for VIX to bottom. So a couple of more days. It's possible VIX can crush. If VIX crushes, that's going to help E-mini futures to go higher and S&P 500 to go higher. All right, so that's what I'm expecting. US 1000, which is Nasdaq. This is a trend line. I'm looking for basically support here. Right, it's right on this 20 EMA, this white line. It's right on this 20 EMA, so it can even bounce from here. Okay. If I go to 1 hour chart, it's back in this channel. Okay, which I told you again. So it looks like it can go all the way back to this bottom of this channel. Okay, and then it can bounce again. All right, so it's just like a chop zone for a whole month. Okay, just chopping around. Bulls and bears are just losing money. Okay, so it's possible it can go all the way down and then bounce higher to all the way up again. Okay, and that is what I think is going to happen. That's going to be in line with my projection on S&P 500 as well. Right. Okay, so triple Qs, which is Nasdaq ETF, same thing. Let's see if we have any gaps to deal with. There's this gap, so if we come all the way to the bottom, it's possible we can come to fill this gap around 312 and then bounce. Okay, or if not, we are already ready to bounce. So Apple earnings will decide how it goes. US 30, which is Dow Jones, looking for basically it had a sell-off 1% down. Okay, so looking for a bounce. This is mainly because of financials and energy sector. So a lot of stocks are selling off because oil is doing nicely, as I showed you. I will show you very soon. It's selling off, but I'm looking for another little bit of bounce before a dump, real dump, which starts in May. US 2000 again selling off. You can see how nicely it's projecting. So I'm looking for equal lows or another lower low, little bit of more downside by mid of May, and then a bounce. Okay. Crude oil sold off heavily. Go check my videos when we were here. I was telling we're going lower here. So look how fast things change. Okay. So now I'm expecting basically below this low and basically even go to 60s. All right. So I'm not bullish on oil. I'll go check my videos from a month ago, 2 months ago. I've been telling guys this is a cycle. It's coming here. Oil is like predicting cycle very, very nicely. And you can see even this minor cycle low is coming here. So I'm still expecting more weakness in oil. Okay. Natural gas just in accumulation zone. Okay. So basically it's just going to be in this zone for a while and then we're going to get a bounce. All right. So this gap was filled. So if you go to 1 hour chart, show you how this gap is here. This gap is filled here, so we can get rid of this. All right, so now it's just in an accumulation zone. These are good levels to buy. Don't buy leverage ETF. You can buy UNG or UNL, and then that should be good. Bitcoin looks like surprisingly just pumped right now. If I go to 1 hour chart, I don't know what happened, just pumped suddenly. So that could be an early indication that we're going to get a pump. We'll see how it goes. All right. But again, this is a hard resistance 31K. So if I follow what S&P 500 do, I think it can also do this. It can basically now, if I just follow what I think S&P 500 will do, let's do a path. So I think it's going to go higher here. Okay, a bounce, still going to find a resistance here, and then gonna go and dump here. All right, that's what I'm expecting. Ethereum will do the same, so I'm not going to be touching that for now. Let's go to dollar. Selling off again, same thing. Dollar looking for more lower prices. Cycle low is coming here around the 10th of July, so looking for more downside here. Gold basically pumping higher. Okay, and I missed this bounce. Okay, so I was expecting a little bit of more downside, but looks like we might be done. So this is what it is, guys. Sometimes you gotta buy early, but looks like I missed it. It's fine. But another big cycle low is coming here around July, so I'm just gonna wait for this to come. I'm not gonna chase this rally. I'll just wait now patiently. Silver, same thing. Looking for eventually uh, coming down here, so I will wait for that whenever that happens. Wheat is bouncing. Looks like a bull trap, bear trap here. Looks like this was a stop rate. You can see how it went below this channel and now it's bouncing. Also, we have divergence on RSI and PPO, so this is still looking good to buy. So you can buy wheat ETF WEAT. Okay, this is the ETF you want to buy. For this looks very nice. 4.72% up today, so very nice bounce on this wheat. All right, let's move along. Where did we go? Bonds, TNX mortgage rates. Basically looking for more lower prices. Bonds. Looks like cycle low happened the day before yesterday, right on the cycle. Now we're going higher, so looking for more pump to mid of May on bonds before a little bit of more weakness later on. All right. Uh, let's look at basically gold sector again, kind of looking for a bounce now. Since gold is bouncing, so a little bit more upside than a downside as per cycle of gold. So you go back to gold here, looking for this weakness coming into basically July. So same thing, I'm looking for same thing in gold miner. So a little bit of pump and then a weakness coming later into July. All right, and let's look at sectors. Energy sector, looking for more gaps to fill. Okay, this is my target. The final target 71.55. This gap is filled, so I can get rid of this gap. Okay, now this is my only target left now. XLU, basically, I was looking for a bounce, but it's not happening. But I think we just got to be patient. I think with SPY bouncing, XLU will bounce with that. Okay, maybe it will fill this gap and then bounce. Same thing with XLV, waiting for this bounce. So we'll see when that happens. XLF very nicely going down on this. Basically, cycle low is due tomorrow. Okay, so maybe a little bit of more bounce. Very good opportunity to buy XLF. So look to buy this weakness. Industrials, looking for this bounce very soon. So same as industrial sector, Dow Jones sector, I mean, and real estate sector also looking for this bounce. Still not getting. Let's see if we fill this gap before we still did not fill this gap. So looking for a little bit of more pump. Tesla was up almost 2.5–3% in the morning, and then it's a rejection candle. Okay, that's okay. It's falling. It's not able to close above this previous 165. Okay, 165 is a very hard resistance. It really needs to close over 165 to get bullish. Let's look at how many times it's trying. 1 2 3 4 5 on 1 hour, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. All day today was trying to close above 165, could not do it, and now eventually decided to sell off. Okay, now cycle low is coming by mid of May, so it can maybe chop it. It's good that it's holding. Market was selling, but it held very nicely. Okay, so that's a good thing about Tesla. So it can keep holding and then maybe little bit more low, and then it's gonna bounce. All right, that's what I'm expecting on Tesla. All right, Apple I already covered, so I think they're gonna have good earnings. Okay, they know how to manipulate their numbers, so I think after earnings it's going to bounce and then start to sell off later on. Google, uh, again, Google chart, looking for when that bounce happens in next couple of days. By midway, looking for bounce and then sell off. Okay, Microsoft, same thing. Although it's consolidating, that's a good sign, but looking for more bounce. And Snowflakes, all these stocks were green in the morning, and then they decided to sell off. I think earnings going to be very bullish on this, so I'm getting very bullish on Snowflakes. Meta was down again, same as S&P 500, looking for this bounce. All right, Amazon was flat. Again, this looks like a rejection kind. It really needs to close above this 200 SMA, which is this blue line. Okay, really want to close above that. It's got rejected right from there, so it's going to be very important for Amazon to close above that for a bullish move. Netflix is holding this trend line again on this trend line, so it can bounce anytime from here. All right, Nvidia, basically AMD was weak, so Nvidia is also getting weaker. Looks like it created this gap. Let's see if it closed. Yeah, it created this gap in the morning, and then it closed after Fed pump, and now we don't have any gaps here. So there's another gap here. We'll see how it goes. AMD, massive downside. Now there's another gap here. This is a good opportunity to buy AMD. Okay, so looking for a little bit more pump to fill this gap before a dump. Now there are multiple gaps to the downside. So and also there's support coming here. This 200 SMA, it's right around 78.90. Okay, so looking for this to find the support very soon for a bounce. Okay, and somebody asked me long-term analysis. I gave you guys before I close. So my long-term projection basically is to top out S&P 500. So let's quickly go to MES chart. So I'm looking for long term, this is the weekly analysis, looking for long term, basically a dip into end of May, and then top out at 4,300, and then again go down. All right. I don't expect S&P 500 to go way above 4,300, so I think it's going to top very soon this year, and then we're going to go back to the bottom of this buy zone, which is around 3,800 to 3,690. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Please, on your way back, hit the like button and have a good rest of the Wednesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Take care. Bye bye.